There's a high wind warning as a blast of wintry weather moves into the mountains.
We begin with Chief Meteorologist Jason Boyer. Jason, what's our biggest concern tonight?
Probably the wind, guys, down here in the lower elevations. The snow won't be as big of a deal here. It will be in higher elevations, but that wind is certainly going to be something to contend with and could be damaging. Let's first talk about the snow. It's begun. It's through the Ohio Valley now with the center of circulation with this storm somewhere over Indianapolis. It's already drawing down that moisture over the mountains, and we have snow starting to fly here over the Great Smoky Mountains and back into parts of East Tennessee. Some of this will work its way again into the lower elevations overnight, but you can see from Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, back into the Smokies, it's coming down already out there, and it will continue to do that and intensify. Advisories, well, we have them for the wintry weather. The weather will turn worse overnight. So Yancey, Mitchell, Avery, Watauga County, they're all under a winter weather advisory from midnight tonight until midnight Friday. 2 to 4 inches of accumulation expected up there. Even though you don't see other counties with winter weather advisories, don't let your guard down. There will be icy spots and there will be accumulating snowfall in those high elevations. High wind warnings through noon Saturday. This is going to be a prolonged wind event. That's why the wind is probably going to be the bigger deal. Gusts to 70 miles per hour for many areas, including Asheville. That could knock trees down and thus cause some power outages. Morning planner takes us from the 30s at 3 o'clock in the morning to 28 in the morning. Chance of snow and all night long into the morning here in Asheville. Doesn't look like a lot. I'll detail how much I think will fall here in Buncombe County coming up in a few minutes.
Well, the strong storm is threatening what's expected to be one of the biggest travel weekends of the year.
News 13's Megan Shearing is live along Interstate 40 in Buncombe County tonight.
Now, Megan, road crews spent most of the day preparing for the worst.
They sure did, Darcel. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with right now. The roads, they're wet, but when those winds start to pick up and those temperatures start to dip, we could be dealing with some slick conditions out here on the roads.
The day before winter begins, all eyes are on the radar. A massive winter storm is moving toward the East Coast, and it's expected to dump some snow in the mountains.
And you can look at rain, snow, or freezing rain.
But emergency officials' main concern right now is the high winds it will also bring with it.
Anytime the wind speed goes above 40 miles an hour, there's a chance to have downed trees and power lines.
That threat has DOT crews making preparations.
Make sure all of our chainsaws are ready, our backhoes, loaders if need be, so that we can get the trees out of the road when they fall.
And energy crews have line technicians and service crews ready to go. Wind gusts have already knocked the power out in some areas. The Asheville Regional Airport is also gearing up.
We have the crews, we have the equipment, and we always plan for the weather that could come in, and so no worries there.
With a storm pounding the Midwest, airport officials are encouraging passengers to arrive early and also check their flight status online.
In this particular event, it's going to be a long-lasting event. You're looking at 24 hours.
But those staying close to home, well, emergency management officials say they need to focus their attention on stocking up.
It's good to have emergency supplies together. Make sure you got some food and water. In a way, if you've got a backup way to heat your house, it can certainly save you a lot of damage and a lot of trouble to come.
And as we come back out here live, this wind has already knocked power out to about 1,500 customers in western North Carolina. About 1,300 of them are in Jackson County. DOT crews tell me that they will be having crews work overnight, so if conditions do start to worsen out here on the roads, they can get their crews out to start laying down materials as soon as possible. As far as this wind goes, as you can see on the sign behind me, when we came back out live, state officials are warning drivers that this wind is going to be intense, so if you do not have to be out on the roads, stay home. Reporting live in Buncombe County tonight, Megan Shearing, News 13.